Yes, people, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be discussing Instagram marketing, and it's a full guide of how to start from scratch, or if you already have a built up IG, how to really create content and get the best out of IG as possible, and then converting them into Onlyfans subscribers. So let's get right into it. Key reminder before we do start, you have to understand IG does take time if you are starting a brand new one, or if you are growing, numbers scale. Like, you have to look at the numbers, you have to see what's working, what isn't working. It can take a few months or a few weeks to actually see what starts to work. So what you want to do next is look at it as, if you're not being consistent, you are fucked. Like, if you're not being consistent, you can't track the numbers, you can't compare the data, you can't improve. So it's really, really important, if you're not consistent, that you will be absolutely finished. So going on to the first thing, which is a account setup, right? So if you are starting a brand new account, what you want to do is get a phone, you want to make a brand new Apple ID, you want to connect it to a phone number. And what you want to do from there is you want to create 3 accounts maximum per phone. You want to do one account every 3 days, right? If you do create more than this, they will flag up the accounts and they'll ask for a photo ID. Even if you give that, your accounts will be fucked. Trust me, I've done it a million times. I'm speaking from expertise. I know how to do this, so please take my advice on board. You really want to keep the account safe is to consider how many actionables per day. So what I mean by actionable is, you want to set a profile picture, that's an actionable. Then the next day you want to add stories, engage lightly, so adding stories will be an actionable, and then 1 reel per day, that's an actionable. You want to keep the actionables to a minimal, and you don't want to do too much because it will ban the accounts. So I've written down a bit of guidance here, which is what I've used for my agency for ages, and we've never had no issues. The quality of the account does matter a lot. So if you are getting a aged IG account, it can be the aged IG account that fucks you over, basically. That it's really poorly made. You don't know what country it's been made in. If you do check, it's too late, you've already brought it. You don't know what they've done with the accounts, basically. You don't know how many people have logged in, where they've logged in from. A lot of them are created just with VPN, so do be extremely careful when it comes to that. So day 1, set up your profile picture and bio. Day 2, couple of stories. It's all about acting like a real user. You'll have no issues if you do just engage like a real user. Like, some people will go on for 3 hours in the morning, do loads of scrolling, do loads of liking, loads of commenting. Early on, that is too much. Just literally stick to 15 minutes in the morning, and then 15 minutes at night, and then gradually increase the time, and then go on it for a few minutes throughout the day. That'll be really where it does help you out, and you can optimize the account and build it up properly. The next one is profile optimization. So when you've got your profile, everyone overlooks the basics, right? So what you want to do every day, once you start uploading reels and images, you want to do an account status check. This just tells you if your account is eligible for the For You page, or if there's any issues. A lot of creators come to me, oh, I think I'm shadow banned. Okay, do an account status check. Oh yeah, 15 of my videos are flagged up. From there, all you've got to do is delete them videos, give it 24 to 48 hours, maybe even less time, and then your account will go green again. Then you're all good and you're eligible for the For You page. So then you'll have no issues. If you are getting poor views, it's because your content is pretty bad. So on to the next one. You want a clean bio. You want to link it to your personal brand. So if you are a biker girl, maybe put, if you are an ADHD biker girl, ADHD, driving a Yamaha 517 or whatever it may be. That's just one off the top of my head. I'm not saying that's a great bio to add, but literally link personality and link what you're into, and link your personal brand, and if you mix them two, it'll go really well. Link placement, what you want to be doing is using Link Me. This keeps changing. Link Me at present of the day I upload this, which is the 14th of November, this is the best one right now that isn't flagging, so please use this now. It might have changed. A good way to find out which ones are working, go to the biggest creators like Sophie Rain and see what they're using. Highlights setup, so everyone looks over highlights, right? So when a fan clicks onto your profile from an IG reel or a image, what you want them to know is the most about you as possible. What countries you've been to, you talking to the camera, you showing your personality, you showing photos with your friends, you showing photos with your dogs, to show that you're an actual real human being. If you've got no highlights on there, you are leaving a lot of money on the table, because these men will click on, they might see a picture in your highlights that they really like the look of, they might learn something about you that they're really fond of, and then this creates more of an opportunity for you to get in big whales and more fans. The next one is images and reels separate. So it looks really clean and tidy just to have the reels on the reel section and photos on the main bit. In reels, you can't really see someone's face too well in some videos, and I think a really good way to highlight how to look at a model properly is by having the photos separate, so the man isn't scrolling down, like doom scrolling through reels and images, because there's going to be a lot more reels than images if you are doing it correctly. So you want them to just have easy access and it to look very professional, because girls do take pride in their IG, and you have to imagine men do notice that if you are a model and you take a lot of self-care, they'll respect you on the basis of you are taking care of your IG page. So the next thing is how to grow your IG page from scratch. This is a massive thing that a lot of people speak about in this industry and a lot of people struggle with. So we'll break it down step by step. The first thing you want to do when you do create an account from scratch, on IG now, your videos can pop off if they are good straight away. So what you want to do is make sure it's good quality reels, good quality lighting. It's basically shot, taken and executed extremely well. So when it does hit the For You page, it's got no other opportunity other than to go viral, because any other option, sorry, other than to go viral. Because at the end of the day, if you are making great quality reels like the ones that are going viral on your page, then yours will go viral eventually. You just got to stay consistent. The next one is, if you have got a new IG page, or you've even got one with followers, you can use Bay pages, but with Bay pages, you can have a lot of low quality ones. So you can go onto ones and you see they're doing 10 shout outs a day. The follower quality is going to be really poor. And it's just going to be really overly saturated by random models. So what you want to do is you want to find really niche ones. So if your girl's got big boobs, go onto an IG page called like Big Milkers or something like that. If she's a biker girl, go onto Biker Chicks or something like that. Ones that are preferably charging a little bit more and only doing like one shout out every 3 days or something like that. And uploading without shout outs. We've noticed some pages, they do upload without literally doing any shout outs, and they do the one here and there. And they tend to bring a lot of good quality subscribers over. But it's got to be in the same niche. So if your girl's got massive boobs and a flat ass, don't be getting a shout outs on a fucking ass page. That's like the main thing you need to take away from this. You can pay other models for a shout out. It's really self-explanatory, that is. They normally take about $500 if they've got like 100, 200k followers, even more followers. It's all dependent on the girl. If you can make like a deal, that can work better. Internal shout outs, if you've already got models or you've already got friends that are big on IG, you can do that. If you have a high follower count already, use collaborations. A lot of gurus out here, what they'll say is, don't do collaborations. Well, I've met a few through courses and networking, and they'll say, don't do collaborations. Why not? I've done collaborations with current models, and we make them a second and third account. We keep collaborating, even collaborating with their friends if they make content together. And it's actually a rapid way to get your following up, and we've had no issues. So collaborations, don't sleep on them. They're really, really good. The final one is growth hacking. You can contact people on Telegram. Just drop me a message if you want the links to Telegram, or if you want a full in detail marketing guide, exactly what we do within our agency. I will hand that over to you via Telegram. If you do drop me a message on there or drop me a message on IG, it will be in the description. And I will tell you where to get growth hacking from. So essentially, growth hacking is you pay someone, they will send you a certain amount of followers, such as 1,000 followers from a USA audience. You'll probably have like 70% or 60% USA audience, depending on what you pay. You can choose a lower price package and get like 30%, but you want to be hitting a USA audience and you want it more than 60%. So make sure that if you are investing in that, you want to go down the route of having more of a percentage. In terms of the content for your IG page, what you want to do is be using stories and highlights. Like I said to you, highlights, they do paint a picture of who you are. Always be uploading regularly to stories, makes you look more real. Reels, these are king. Like, you want to be uploading reels upon reels upon reels, because these are what are being pushed out to the For You page mainly. And then you want images and carousels. Carousels hit the For You page, images hit the Explore page. It's all ways you can be pushed out there, but you're only going to be pushed out there if your content's great lighting and stuff. Look at your content and compare it to people who are at the top, and see how you can improve. Because if you aren't like having the same image quality and video quality as those at the top, you've got really low chance of making it, if I'm honest to you. The next bit is, where do I start when creating a brand or understanding content, what to upload? A lot of new agencies, even agencies who are more developed, content creators, if you are out here watching, you struggle to find content to make, what's going to do well. How do I even make a brand? No one knows what branding and niche, the separation is. And I've got some definitions here, which I'll go over and show you how we brand and niche models. And honestly, how you can really push, your platform and be remembered and build a personal brand. So no matter if you move away from a niche or do anything separate, you'll always be remembered no matter what, because people like you for who you are. So a brand is who you are, the vibe. Well, a brand is who you are, the vibe, personality and style, and feeling people get from your page. It's the identity you show online. So it is them really connecting with you, your personality, who you are. This is why stories and everything around that are really well. IG Reels are a really good way to paint out who you are, the things you do, the things you wear, your hair colour, everything goes into your personal brand, what your interests are. Show the people who you are. Next is a niche. It's the specific category you're in. IG, like i.e. fitness, biker girl, luxury gamer, anything like that. These are specific niches. So it's like if you're going down a set route, if there's 3 different tunnels, one is, okay, do I do biking? Do I like biking? Yep. Do I like playing the guitar? Do I like extreme sports? These are all niches, and what you can do, you can branch out to all the niches, or you can just stick to one niche. It's completely up to you, and this is where content pillars come in. So content pillars are basically videos around your interests. So they're different types of video styles, and we recommend choosing 2 to 6. Most of our models choose about 4 or 5. It all depends what type of content they want to do, what facilities they have, who they are as a person, really. So you have to break it down and vet which amount of content verticals works best for your model. And then what you want to do is find content the model would like to do, such as Ami TV. If she likes to dance, do dance videos. If she likes to dance and then is really into F1, gets to dance in an F1 like bodysuit. There's loads of different ways you can show your personality. You can show what you're interested in. Talking videos, if you're into F1, do talking videos on that. Public videos, go to an F1 race, do questionnaires at public questions at an F1 race. Like, there's loads and loads and loads and loads of stuff. Fake employer, you could go there and pretend you're a racer or something like that. Like, be really, really, really creative with it. And next thing is, everyone thinks sexualizing your content is going to get you somewhere. Like, yes, it gets views, it gets impressions, but actually it converts really shitty clients. What you want to do is, when someone watches your video, you want them not to think, what the fuck is this girl doing? She's going too far. Like, you want to bring in the high value men. You want to bring in the men who are really into you. This is the only opportunity they get to speak to you on, is on OF. They want to spend, they want to treat you good. You're not going to do this by being so sexual. Yes, you need to sexualize the content, but a minimal sexualization on the content. If you do drop me a message, I can explain this in a lot of detail, but it is key if you want to do well and you want your model to convert. Trust me, I've had models done the over sexualization. What comes in is a few subs, quite a lot. They don't spend. Honestly, you're going to do way better by having minimal sexualization, but there's a fine balance in between, and I can explain it more if you do drop me a message. Things that have a higher possibility of doing well when it comes to content. So a lot of people just sit in their bedroom and are like, okay, I'm going to film this, selfie mode. It's boring. Everyone's doing it. You know, everyone who's got like low effort, low drive, low motivation, they're all just sitting in their room, create loads of reels. It's shit. Like, it really doesn't work unless you are putting a lot of thought into it. These are the things that work time and time again, and you can see outside of OFM that they work. You can see within OFM they work. You can see everywhere that this style of content works. So outdoor content, people in the background, people's reactions, they will help get the viewer count up. Naturally, IG will push your videos out. If you watch a video and you see it in a public place, 50% more likely to literally just watch the video to see what's going on because you're in public. The next one, spacious rooms, good lighting. American creators, you have a massive advantage on people that are from the UK like me. Like, you can see in the background, you can have a big house, but the rooms are still pretty small. Like, I live in a quite big house and the rooms are still moderate size. Don't even compare to the US. You know, we don't have the massive high ceilings and stuff like that. So we are at a bit of a disadvantage. But if you do have a spacious room and have great lighting, natural light always works the best. These will push your videos out much more. Talking, you can show your personality. Talking always does really well. I'm going to change the Y there. Add a Y. Yep, talking shows personality. Don't be generalized like, hello, I'm from this area. You know, have a good hook. Show changes in your tone of voice. There's lots and lots to talking videos. The next one, funny and personality based content. If you are funny, if you show personality, you're standing out from the rest of them. You see these blonde girls with absolutely massive boobs with no personality. Like, if you're funny and got personality and you don't quite have the looks compared to some of these people, you're going to stand out way more and do better, I'm telling you. So funny and personality. Everyone wants to speak to a girl in the chats who is funny and different from the rest, because there's too many boring characters out there. Other people's reactions, like, you can go on Ami TV and other people's reactions do carry the videos. If you're a sweet, innocent looking girl and you jump on Ami TV and you look at other people's reactions to you, you just ask simple questions, like barely any sexualization in there, then it will do so well. You get so many impressions and they will convert. Relevant new topics. Sadly, I've seen people talking about like Charlie Kirk's death, Diego Jota's death. Like, if you talk on relevant new topics, not even to be nasty, or if you actually care about something and want to talk about it and it is a part of the news, they do tend to do well in videos. It's quite sad that we use it to convert people into paying subscribers. But, you know, you can talk on any news. You can talk on good news, bad news. You can talk on topics, give your personality, give your viewpoints, even talk on like political things if you're from the US or UK. They seem to do really well as well, and they are different from the crowd. How many uploads? So each account, we do 1 to 3 uploads per account. We found this is the sweet spot. You can upload up to like 6 uploads on a massive account, and you'll get a drop in viewership, but overall, no, you'll get a drop in viewership per video, but overall, if you add all the views up for 6 videos compared to 2 videos you would have uploaded before, you're actually getting way more views, more impressions, so more fans and subs. 1 to 3 reels just seems the most realistic with most creators if they are hitting other platforms, or a lot of them struggle to do like 5 reels a day. Mentally, they just haven't really got it. Like, this is just what I found to be the best amount to get them to do and still keep the quality, because what you want to do, you don't want to hit loads and loads of quantity and the quality goes shit. Like, what's the point? The final thing is how many accounts and how to scale. So we start off with 3 accounts if it's a brand new creator. One of them will pop off. And then if one of them pop off, we use that as a leading account. Each account you want individual content, so not individual, but you want brand new content. You can repurpose. We have a special way to do that. So we do that with a lot of creators, but it does work best if it's not repurposed and you're actually creating fresh content all the time. Scale one main, and then with the rest of them, you can literally add as collaborations and then grow them that way. And also, as soon as you're hitting like say 10,000 followers and you're getting good impressions, hit a second account, build that up, build that up. 15,000, say 10,000. Get another account, build, another account, build. You don't want to build like 5 accounts that's stuck on 500 followers. Build one up to thousands and thousands, then go on to the next one. You don't want to do it stupidly. Just scale as you grow. This was a breakdown of Instagram marketing. I really do hope it helped. Bloody hell, I've been twisting my words up all of this video, but I hope it did help. If you do want some advice, drop me a message. I am pretty much an expert at IG right now because I've literally been studying it for so many years. But honestly, if you do need any help or advice, please drop me a message. I'll leave my socials in the description. Thanks for watching and peace out.